of America or West in Afghanistan, so they should also be targeted. This is what they have been taught them. This is what they have been tutored. And they come with a motivation, of course. But behind this whole drama, behind this whole tamasha, behind this whole intrigue, is the only thing that lies is to dismember, to finish this country, whatever is left of it. And our only sin is that we have become nuclear. Let me tell you one thing. The nuclear deterrent is your enemy. There are those elements in international fora which can't tolerate a Muslim country to be a nuclear state. You are a threat to their interests. And you are a threat to the interests of India, which is the biggest economic market for the West. They can't afford that this sword must remain hanging on the head of India. And that sword is Pakistan's nuclear program. That's why daily some sort of nasty article is published in some very big newspaper of USA. And those are owned by Jews. Remember, it is the intrigue of Jews and Hindus which is at work against us, and they are using mullahs, misdirected, misguided mullahs, to finish off this country, to disturb this country, economically bleed it, as well as militarily bleed it, physically bleed it to death, and we have to stop it. We have to fight against it as a nation, and for that you must applaud the armed forces of Pakistan. What they are doing is the greatest possible service that they have rendered up till now. Thank you very much.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum. With due respect, my question is not related to the specific topic or specific leadership or creativity. My topic is a little bit a general one. There are lots of debates, lots of speeches in that we are in need of bring a change in our society. Bring a change in leadership, bring a change in political issues and blah blah, right? But tell me, my mind is still stuck on that who will take the initiative. I remember in my childhood, when I was watching the TV, all the honorable scholars or the speakers, they were talking the same thing at that time, that youth is very important, they have to take the initiative. But I don't think so that from last 10 years, I have seen any initiative has been taken. Second thing, if initiative is taken by us as a youth, so I'm very sorry. I have a question from the all youth who are sitting here. How many of you has used the right to vote? How many of you use the right of your vote? See, there are people are gathering. They like to go to concerts, the musical nights, the gala nights. There are rush over there, lines में खड़े होते हैं. But tell me, any single person जब वोट देने जाते हैं, they said, oh बहुत रश है, लंबी लाइन है, घर जाके सो जाते हैं. Isn't it? How many of you use that vote? So how can we bring the change then? Can you clear me this point? My mind is still stuck on that. Who will take the initiative and you will sleeping at your home when the vote is casting?
I was impressed by the nature of your question and the thought that has gone into it. In societies generally, we've seen that it is easier to inculcate a sense of entitlement, but not equally easy to create a sense of responsibility. Now, when we talk of creative leadership, we are talking of individuals deciding. If you permit me to quote from a Punjabi mystic poet, a brief verse which says, Meri bukkal de vich chor. The thief resides within the shawl that I wrap around myself. In other words, if nations were to progress, they must adopt the mantle of responsibility. when they adopt that mantle of responsibility, they will realize that they are not perfection, that they are themselves flawed, that they are human beings who need to evolve, that they have their own blind spots, they have their own prejudices, and that if they are average human beings, there is a strong tendency to say, gimme, 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 but don't ask me to give anything in return. I'm reminded of the title of a book written by one of the Western psychologist Jung's brilliant lady student. The cover said in the cartoon, a student looking miserable and downcast, telling his teacher, "But teacher, I want an A for not doing my homework." So the idea is that when you talk of leadership, you must begin with the conviction, which is the Islamic viewpoint also, is that you find strength within yourself. You also begin to take responsibility individually yourself, first and foremost. We all go to our graves alone and shall be answerable for our own conduct and belief and cosmic belief system and our ability to produce results despite our constraints and our difficulties and our lack of talent or our lack of opportunities. So I think what you've said is of extreme importance. There is need for all of us, while looking to others and criticizing where they fall short of being good Pakistanis, we also need to focus upon our individual selves. Please make it a habit. All mystic disciplines all over the world tell you to start by looking at the log in your own eye rather than the straw in the eyes of the others.
Thank you. I like to say there are three basic critical areas in human society, especially our society, where leadership or leading role is available. First, the teachers have a leader role. Second, our religious imams have a leader role in the community. Third, the political party leaders have a leadership role. Our tragedy has been that those who go into education and do not make the grade to go into higher professions or business and banking, it was a practice that people with third VNs used to go as a reject to the teaching profession. Although that should have been the first priority, because there the future generation is to be trained. They are frustrated, unhappy, unable to lead the younger generation. The second, those who run away from education and do not complete, they go to politics because they can't go anywhere else. Or those who are expelled from the colleges. Third, those who don't go for education at all, they become imam masjids. So our three leadership sectors have been traditionally weak. That's why good leadership has not been produced. The answer is, instead of saying only bad people go to politics,